Amanda, thank you for the update there. It's Friday. That means it's time to do a little cooking in the kitchen. And boy, if you were here, you'd be able to smell it. I can smell it coming down the hallway. It smells delicious. We have a brand new sponsor for our segment. Southern Union State Community College is here, and the president of the school, Todd Shackett, is here with us. He's not only the president, he's also doing some cooking as well. So double duties. We're glad you're here today.
I'm enjoying it. Thank you very much for inviting us.
Folks not familiar with Southern Union, give us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so we're a two-year school. We have 3 different divisions. We have academic transfer. Those are the students that are prepping for the 4-year degree. We have health sciences, which are a number of different programs, nursing, paramedic, etc. And then we have our technical division. So those would be like mechatronics technicians, welders, and machinists, etc.
You guys are celebrating a big anniversary, right?
Yeah, 100 years. So we started in 1922 up in Wadley, Alabama. And then most recently, about 50 years ago, the Opelika campus was added. So we've grown over that time. We've added a lot more programs, and we continue to grow. What
does that add to the community in Lee County, having a school like that there?
So much, right? Because if you look at any of our local businesses that are factories, those technicians are being trained at our school. If you go to the hospital, those nurses are coming from Southern Union. So it's very critical that we continue to do what we do.
Yeah, sometimes you hear about certain degrees, you're like, what you going to do with that? These are degrees you can get a job right away and start making some good money.
Our health science programs and our technical programs, 100% placement upon graduation.
You don't have a culinary school, but you are doing the cooking for us. You see, you've dabbled in cooking your whole life.
Yeah.
We've got some chicken marsala. So earlier on, we kind of whipped up our vegetables. Tell us what we have here and what's coming next.
So that's green onion, blue oyster mushrooms, garlic, butter, and olive oil. Some salt and pepper.
Okay.
That's all it is. Very simple.
So we got that all cooked up. We're going to remove that.
Yeah, so they're cooked. You can see they're soft, but not completely.
How do you know when they're done?
Just when they're soft to touch, but not so wilted that it looks like you can't see what it is.
Yeah, you want to keep those good colors in there.
Right. So,
nice and colorful. Looks good. It smells delicious right here. And this is, you said we're going to use the same pan actually for the chicken and take advantage of all that leftover sauce and juice down there.
That's right. So those crispy particles at the bottom, I have a lot of flavor. We want to take advantage of that.
Okay.
Okay.
So
we're going to heat this up much higher because we want that chicken to crisp.
And you mentioned the chicken. You have it breaded there, and it cooks pretty quickly because they're small pieces, right?
That's right. So there's cornstarch, which really absorbs the moisture, makes it crispier, and there's Italian seasoning, garlic powder,
salt and pepper.
Secret breading? It's not too secret.
Okay.
We want to add a little bit more oil this time because we got to cook that chicken all the way through. We're going to add some more butter for flavor.
You never have enough butter.
That's right.
You never have enough butter.
And so we'll get that going. And then we'll transfer that chicken from the dry mix into the pan.
And so we're going to cook the chicken. You're also going to cook up the pasta as well.
That's right. We'll start the water for the pasta.
Okay.
And we don't want to put that in just yet because we want to have it ready for the last segment. We don't want it too limp.
Okay.
So we want to have a little bit of al dente so it has a nice texture and fits well with the chicken.
Cooking is definitely some multitasking when you got several things going, but you seem to be doing a good job of it.
I'm trying. Okay, so that should be just about ready to put the chicken in.
Okay. So we're going to do, we've got our vegetables ready. We're going to add our chicken.
Right.
We've got some pasta coming up.
Yeah.
And the chicken is, you mentioned pretty small pieces. How long do you think this will probably need to cook? I know you're going to eyeball it, but
yeah, I'd say probably about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we're going to cook them again because we're going to add, so this is really just to get a crisp on them. Then when we add the sauce and the wine, it'll continue to cook.
How key is not only the wine, but you make sure you get the right one here.
Right. So that's a fortified wine, which means it's a little bit stronger than your typical table wine.
Okay.
But it's also got a lot of sweetness to it and a lot more flavor than your typical wine.
So you probably won't take a swig of this, but we will use it to cook.
No, and the alcohol will burn off, so you don't have to worry about your employees that want to try this going home.
I'm not worried about them. They'll be fine. It's Friday.
Yeah. So we'll get that in there.
You see, this is something you normally do at home every once in a while as well, and from all the prep work to the time it's done, it take you like about an hour?
Not even, half an hour.
That's not bad to have something pretty fancy like this.
Yep. Yeah, I think the key is getting good ingredients. You know, the mushrooms, the onions. I like to have fresh vegetables. Normally, I wouldn't use the jarred garlic. I would probably mince my own garlic. But yeah, I think that's the key is the ingredients.
We have a lot of great, local places where you can get good local ingredients, too, and you support Alabama farmers, and at the same time, like you mentioned, it's fresh and it's good, and you know where it's coming from.
That's right. So the other thing the cornstarch does is when we put the wine in, the residual cornstarch in there will thicken the sauce to make it more like a gravy that goes on top of the egg noodles.
I'm just going to do my part and keep this thing still for you.
All right, thank you.
We're approaching the lunch hour, so it's definitely making us hungry here just taking a look at it. I know usually we meet station employees we've never seen before on Fridays as we're cooking, and they kind of line up to get a sample of this food. So
we'll leave it at that. That's about the right amount of chicken right there.
Chicken Marsala is cooking. We're going to add in our pasta right there. And he said this needs to go for about 10 minutes to start.
Yeah. It'll be completely cooked before the next break. We'll throw the remaining ingredients and we'll just warm it up. the pasta will be ready, and we'll plate it and we'll try it.
Sounds like fun. All right, he's going to keep on cooking the chicken, the pasta, and we will come back in just a few minutes right here on Alabama Live. Of course, we have to do a little taste testing as we do every Friday. We're so happy to have you guys along as a new sponsor. Thanks for being with us today. Look forward to tasting just a little bit. Much more coming.